Hello, this is Asa Leveaux, founder of Genius Academy, and what I do for people, what I can do for you is I can train, I train aspiring entrepreneurs, meaning new entrepreneurs, meaning people that have a dream about a particular thing working well. I train them how to create their first $10,000 in business. The purpose of this very short video is to talk about brand. And the reason why I'm talking about brand is because sometimes people, the things that I've seen online, things I've seen on social media, or topics that I've talked with people one-on-one, branding seems to be, has become synonymous with another name for comparison. That's what it feels like. And comparison is the thief of all joy. So what do I mean by that exactly? A lot of times I will see new entrepreneurs and they will say, well, that goes against my brand. And then my response to them usually is, but that's who you are. Especially if you are a quote unquote solopreneur, if your brand is literally, sometimes they articulate and say, I'm basically selling myself. Well, if you're selling yourself in that way, a brand is nothing more than the personality of the business. And so if your personality is a personality that likes to have fun, you're smiling a lot, but the personality of your business is everything arbitrary or everything that is on the other side of that, then are you really quote unquote on brand? That to me makes absolutely no sense. And the reason why I say it's comparison, because you are comparing yourself against something that doesn't even really exist. What happens is sometimes we put the word brand in space for a word called professionalism or being professional. And sometimes we have very, very limited ideas of what professional is. Being in the military for 17 years, being in corporate America, when I say corporate America, some very well-known corporations, especially when it comes to defense contracting. So I've worked for KBR, I've worked for SAIC, Northrop Grumman, Honeywell. I've worked for these very large organizations. And the definition of professionalism for these organizations looks totally different from what I provide to the entrepreneurial space. Many things that I do owning my own business are things that I would not do working for someone else, because I understood their guidelines when I was onboarded onto their business. So when you're talking about the brand, instead of worrying about who's going to check you, besides worrying about somebody feeling a particular way, usually a negative way, about how they see you operating in the world, rather than that, just be really true to who you are. And not just be true to who you are, but be understanding of the type of person you're wanting. So imagine you're the best client you could ever have. And hopefully in your head, you're thinking, like, I would love to have this client over and over and over again. What would attract them? And so if you being all suited and booted doesn't work for the person that you really want to come into your business repeatedly, then why are you continue doing that? If you're continuing doing that because you don't want to feel as though you're not good enough, then that's something totally different, and that has to do with your self-value and your opinion about your self-worth, not necessarily about your possible brand or the personality of your business. So these are all things to consider when you are just now starting out with your brand. Please don't make it about comparison, but just have a clarity around what it is you want to project to the world so that it feels true to you and who you want to attract into your business. That's all I have. So I'm Asa Leveaux. As always, dreams and blessings.